So there are two students. I will tell you one interesting story. Okay, focus now, stop writing. Yeah, you are a very sincere student and you are having a lot of cold in your area. Okay, good. You are covered up completely. So there are two students. Both have ADHD. Okay. One parents are overcautious. They are like, oh my God, my child has ADHD, and they treat it like a disease. They go from one counselor to other, keep jumping. There is no treatment for ADHD. They sometimes start the medicine, they create a depression to the child, or because of the label of ADHD, child always has anxiety, child is behaving erratic, antisocial, and blaming it on ADHD. Okay. The child does not grow. There is another child, has ADHD, does not know the diagnosis. The parents also do not know the diagnosis. The teachers also do not know the diagnosis. The teachers cry. They come to school. So every year, one teacher will cry. Okay, I cannot teach this class. There is a one student who is running in the class, and if I am explaining a poem, this child is enacting the poem. Seriously, what is this? Yeah, and it continued to happen from third standard, fourth standard, fifth standard, 11th, 12th, MBBS, PG. Every year there was one teacher who used to cry, literally cry, and leave the class. Okay, and this student did not know there is something called ADHD. The parents did not know there is something called ADHD. The teachers did not know there is something called ADHD. Right? What do you think? Which child will grow in life? Yeah, if you treat ADHD or if you ignore ADHD, which child will grow? Yeah. So ignorance is bliss. So why don't you ignore it? Yeah. So naughty child, mischievous child, no problem. You call anything, right? So this child was crazy. So as the child got matured, and when the teachers used to go out of the class crying, so the child used to stay. Mom, at least take the attendance before you go. And then all other girls are like, hey, what are you saying, stupid? She is crying because of you, and you are saying, ma'am, take the attendance? What stupid? And then girls used to go and apologize to the teacher and say, ma'am, please sorry that he is a psycho only. He doesn't know he has ADHD. Ma'am, please come to the class. And then next time the ma'am comes to the class and then exam comes. Okay. And after the exam, ma'am is very sincere actually, though she has cried. Then she sees that, oh, how is this possible? This mischievous, this psycho, this ADHD boy, he's the topper in the class. How is this possible? Yeah. So because the topper, because he does not know that he has ADHD. Yeah. So it's better to have that. And that child was me actually. Yeah. So when you have ADHD, there are three problems. Okay. One is you cannot pay attention to one thing. So you are doing multitasking. And ADHD comes with its anxiety and depression phase. So you need to do two things. Number one, you need to stop multitasking. So you need to do multitasking. Sorry. I was checking whether you are paying attention. So that is also ADHD. Yeah. So you need to stop doing multitasking, ADHD people. And second is you need to manage your anxiety, stress, and depression that comes with ADHD. Okay. If you are able to do these things, then you can overcome the problems. So the ADHD is not a disease. You cannot read it, get rid of it. You need to learn to live it. So the problem is someone has ADHD, their outcome, their functional role in the society. A student's functional role is to study and score good marks, to secure good rank in the good college, right? Then once you start earning, important is to earn. When you are doing a job, it is important to stay in one job, not leave that job because you have ADHD. So, so someone who has ADHD, they have dysfunction. So if you are able to manage your dysfunction, you can lead good life. You can succeed. So to succeed, to overcome the ADHD, you need to do two things. One is you learn certain techniques to increase your emotional bank balance, learn certain techniques to reduce your anxiety, stress, and depression. And do less. You avoid multitasking. So I'm forcing my mind to not touch my mobile and not read the book while talking and not drink the coffee while talking. So this is multitasking. I will give another example. We come to the another case study. How many of you feel that you have ADHD? After you have read the book, after reading the book, you feel that you have ADHD. It's okay. You can self-label yourself. Don't worry. Or you feel your child has ADHD. Some traits are there, okay? Not ADHD, but OCD. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, husbands, they always have narcissism and schizophrenia. They don't have good diagnosis like ADHD. Yeah. So depression, ADHD, OCD, they are in you. Schizophrenia, narcissistic personality, bipolar, maniac, they happen on poor husbands. So maybe borderline. It's nothing wrong. If you have ADHD, it's okay, absolutely okay. Okay, you can still survive. Now I will ask another question. There is a man around. Hey, why man only is a victim? Why not woman? There is a woman this time, and 35 years of age. She comes to you for a job, and you see in her resume 6 months, 8 months, 4 months, and between these two jobs, always have a break. Again, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, leaving the job before getting another job. That is what stupid are you? And not having an income during this phase. Then taking time to find another job, failing multiple interviews, then finding another job, thinking that this is a calling. Okay, you ask why there is so much gap, they will always give reason. Someone died, that is a common reason. Okay. Then they will like, I did not like that company. That company did not suit me. I did not suit them. I did not like the manager. I did not like the culture. All those stupid excuses they will give. Okay. Actually, the problem is them. Yeah. Family problems. Then health problem. You ask, hey, what was the health diagnosis? So I'm like, hey, give me that certificate. What was your health diagnosis? There was one girl who said father was ill. I said, okay, give me that paper which shows your father was ill. I will hire you right now. Then she called one friend. She went outside. She called one friend and she brought one MRI report. I was like, yeah, she is truthful, yeah. And by mistake, I read the name on this MRI report, and that surname was different than this girl, yeah. Yeah. And then I asked, are you married? She said, no. What is your father's name? Uh, she saw WhatsApp, okay, and she read her father's name from the report. I said, both you have surname difference. She gave some story. She had a backstory for that also. Very intelligent. That was very intelligent girl. She had a backstory for why her father has a different surname. So I was really impressed with that. And then I did the diagnosis. She has autism. Okay. So now someone who has this condition, do you think is a diagnosis? Now it can be bipolar disorder because when they have manic episode, they take impulsive decisions. Number one. So don't jump for the diagnosis. Always go for differential diagnosis. Okay. So one can be bipolar disorder. Second can be ADHD. Third can be autism. Fourth can be antisocial behavior. Psychopaths. They do something bad in every company. With everyone they go. Then they're fired or they leave the job when they're caught. Correct? Now start from this bipolar disorder, right? So you have to think of differential diagnosis and then start from each diagnosis. Bipolar disorder. Only this thing does not prove. You ask more history. Do you have binge shopping episodes? You ask the relatives, does this person take a risk? How's the behavior? How's your mood? Tell me about your month. So a bipolar disorder will always say 4 days, hyperactive, impulsive, risk taker, and 2 weeks depression. Or they will say 2 weeks depression, 4 or 5 days or 1 week good feeling. So you know what is the diagnosis. Then second comes ADHD. So you can ask them more history. You read from this ADHD chapter, what are the other things? They cannot focus, they are hyperactive, they are jumping from one activity to another. They have their bouts of anxiety, stress, and depression. Then autism. In autism, you will look for neurological growth, psychological growth, social growth, and physical growth. Autism spectrum disorder majorly relies on social abnormality, social behavior. Unable to make friends, fighting at the workplace, fighting during games, giving answers in the one word, not sticking to the commitment, changing jobs. If you see most of the people, those who have intermittent job histories, they are switching jobs, they are leaving the job without they get second job. Most likely diagnosis will be autism. Then followed by psychopaths, right? Antisocial behavior. Everywhere they go, they do some antisocial behavior. They betray people, they fight, they steal, they do something wrong, non-compliance, and they get fired, right? They think they are not born to work. Delirium of grandiosity. So delirium is one of the feature of what is the diagnosis? If you have delirium, hallucination, psychosis, what does it look for? What are you looking for? What is your diagnosis? Most likely schizophrenia. There is one question you are going to ask for a schizophrenia patient. How do you diagnose? So you ask the relatives, is this person normal or abnormal? The relatives will say completely hopeless, abnormal, gone case, mad, psycho, schizophrenic. Okay. You ask the client, you ask the patient, hey, how are you? What do you think about yourself? So the client will say, I am good. Everyone else is psycho. So that is a diagnosis of schizophrenia. Schizophrenia people, they feel that they are normal. So they deny. If you get a client, someone says that I have these symptoms, I do these things. So the diagnosis is, cannot be schizophrenia. But someone says that I am normal and they have this delirium, hallucination, psychotic episodes, more likely is schizophrenia. Okay. You read the book more. Correct. Question, please ask some questions. So are you understanding how you are approaching, right? So don't read the chapter, okay, and apply. As soon as you read ADHD, you say that you have ADHD, a wrong diagnosis here. Okay, as soon as you read schizophrenia, you say husband has schizophrenia, a wrong diagnosis. Okay, as soon as you read narcissist personality, you call your one of your relative narcissist person, right? Don't do that. So you have to think of differential diagnosis. Okay, always have 4 or 5 diagnoses for the condition. Then rule out why not this, why not this. You like this? If you like differential diagnosis approach, Suchitra has asked a very difficult question. Can a person with bipolar disorder during a maniac episode, she has written in the bracket, so be very narcissist and grandiose and suffer from psychosis and imagine things, means hallucinations, which are closer to schizophrenia. Now, two theses can overlap. A person can have schizophrenia, person can have bipolar disorder also. Saranya has asked the most difficult question, how to reduce mobile addiction in children. Okay, it's like what question you are asking, right? So very difficult. For mobile addiction, first we need to reduce our own mobile addiction. Number two, you give them dedicated one mobile. In that mobile, you tell them the rules. No Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok, nothing. You can watch from this time to this time. And take YouTube Premium subscription. Why? When you take YouTube Premium subscription, the advertising is gone. When there is advertising, the child may click on the link and go to new pages, new things, new games, new links, might get addicted to porn and anime and all those things. You don't want that, right? So always remember YouTube Premium is a very good subscription. And there is a family plan. Dedicated mobile with the child is always a good idea, but you have to monitor this mobile. So how do you monitor? You can watch the history. You can watch the whenever the child is watching the YouTube, you can watch with the child so that the algorithm is showing what the child is watching yesterday or the last 1 month. If some objectionable video comes here, so you can tell the child, block this channel, not good for you. You know what is going on. Yeah. Then next easy, I mean, the another part to reduce mobile addiction is involve the child for cooking, helping you in cooking. Very good activity. It helps for bonding. Do some craft exercise. Help the child study. Take up some exam, Olympiad exam, abacus, Vedic maths, and help them learn that. You also learn something. You know, when you learn Vedic maths, abacus, it decreases your cognitive decline. It increases your blood flow. Sometimes some mothers are like that while cooking also, they are watching the mobile and they tell the child, hey, stop watching the mobile. So the child replies back, just a second. Yeah, give house chores. Cooking is a good activity. Craft is a good activity. Learning a new activity is a good activity. So the question should be nowadays, so how to prevent porn addiction for the child, especially if child is 12 years and above, 10 years and above. You know, the problem, what is happening is in YouTube or Instagram, anywhere, there is an algorithm. This algorithm will identify what is age of the child watching the video. This algorithm will identify which child is predisposed for this addiction. If your child is watching particular set of videos, your child is less likely to get addicted. If your child is watching particular set of videos, your child is more likely to get addicted to porn. For that, do not allow Instagram on your mobile. Do not allow Facebook. You can have YouTube because YouTube, there is multiple safety features, parental controls. Plus, if you take YouTube Premium, the external links are blocked, right? It's YouTube now. That's also good. Correct, Trupti. Right. Now, Sojan has asked a very relevant question. I will take this. Can we allocate the child their own room? You know, there are benefits for that. There are scientific studies. So what they did, everyone pay attention, stop writing. They took two set of kids. One set of kids who used to sleep with their parents till 12 years, 15 years, 16 years, either in the same room or on the same bed. There is a set of children who are sleeping in the different room, okay, from early age. So what they found, there is a statistical significant difference. If the child starts sleeping in a separate room as early possible, The child will grow independent. The child will be more fearless. The child will have more confidence. Right? There is a statistical significant test. So if you compare the child who is sleeping with the parents up to 8 years of age, child who is sleeping with the parents up to 12 years of age, you will find this child grows better than this 12 years child. Okay. There is another concept. Now, if the child is feeling scared, very good question, Kankana. You need to resolve that why the child is scared. Sometimes parents threaten the child. Hey, if you don't listen to me, if you don't do this ghost will come and take you. There is a what fear is starting. Okay. Hey, this someone will come and take you. Someone will harm you. So this is where the fear is starting. Sometimes you allow other some relative to tell your child something which scares. Okay. We have a very clear rule at our home. No scary tactics. Right? If the child does not listen to you, it's okay, but you will not scare the child. If you don't listen to me, this will happen. No, tell the truth. Why you should listen to me? You convince the child. You watch one video. There is a video of Pinky Promise and child counseling where my daughter and me both are in the video. There is a video on the channel. You will find that. So anything, if I want her to do or not to do, I will explain her the rationale. I will never tell her, hey, you do this. And no scary things, no threatening, no tactics. Sumira. Now there is another concept. There is one more experiment. Now, among the children who have good in maths, who are average in maths, the child may be average in maths, but with studies, with tuition, with more interest, with more focus, with more effort, they can grow into good in maths. Those who are good in maths, why you need to be good in maths? Because you learn to solve the problem. When you grow as an adult, you learn to solve the problem of your life. When you are good in maths, when you are good in algebra, geometry, you learn to approach the problem from a different angle. This way, this theory will work, this theorem will work. No, I have to apply this theorem, I have to do this, I have to approach it a different way. So when you learn the algebraic equation, when you learn a geometry equation, to solve it in different theorem, right? Approach in different angle, same thing happens with your life. When you grow as an adult, you will apply a different approach, different theorem for solving your problem. That is why maths is very important. So if your child is not good in maths, don't change that subject. Change the teacher. And if you agree to the teacher, change the parent also. Then. Dr. Poonam has put another uh, angle to that. If you put the child sleep alone from early, child may feel abandoned. So educate the child. We love you. We will take care of you. Sleeping separately, anyways, when you sleep with us, that doesn't make you attached to me. There is a bond of love. Even if you stay in a different city, I will still love you. You are just staying in a different room. Absolutely okay. Right? That doesn't mean you are abundant. And now there are some children who have the separation anxiety. So why the separation anxiety? I tell you the reasons. So you threaten your child. When the child does not listen to you, you threaten your child, I will leave you. I will drop you to your neighbor's place. I will send you to boarding school if you don't listen to me. You threaten to the child for separation. Or maybe your husband-wife relation is not good. That's why the child is having high separation anxiety. Right? Maybe you can start from a different bed in the same room and then the different room. So someone as early they start sleeping separate room, they grow independent, they grow more confident, they grow fearless. Okay. Now, what do you want? Questions? Any other scenario you want? You try. Everything has a downfall. Yeah. Anything you do, any medicine you take, any therapy you do, there is always going to be downfall. Okay. Anything you do, you act as a good parent. The child asks you something, you give it. There is a downfall for it. Your child asks something, you do not give. There is a downfall for it. So, as a good parent, what you do is you analyze benefit versus risk. Okay. If benefit is high as compared to the risk of your action, you do that. You do that, right? So everyone now write down. I will ask you a very difficult question. There is a minor depression, there is a major depression, and there is a bipolar disorder. These are three similar diseases, similar conditions. How do you differentiate between them? Take 30 seconds to think, then write your answer in the one chat. Don't write one line, two line, three line. Okay, don't do that. Start typing your answer, and after 30 seconds, you will send this answer. If you're watching this recording, you can write in the comments. Bipolar disorder, minor depression, major depression. How will you differentiate between these three? Also remember, this major depression is not going to stay there. The client may have certain months of depression, maybe winter days or maybe summer days. Okay. Minor depression versus major depression and bipolar. Okay. So someone wrote bipolar disorder, there will be mood swings. Wrong. Wrong concept. Someone who has mood swing, that is not bipolar disorder. Correct, Suchitra. Very good. Very good, Suvira. Very good, Arya. Good, Suchitra. So now you write down everyone, then we come to this answer. Oh, Vishali, you have read the book. Good. Good, Sangeeta. Tanya, good. Richa, good. Good answer. Good, Dipti. So mood swing is not bipolar disorder. Mood swing is irritability, hormonal changes, premenstrual syndrome, menarche. Okay. Now, first divide bipolar disorder versus depression. Bipolar disorder will clearly have a cycle. 2 weeks depression followed by 4 days either hypomania or mania. Correct? Hyperactivity. This will continue. 2 weeks depression, 4 days. 2 weeks depression, 4 days. Minor depression, major depression, both can be seasonal. So that becomes difficult to differentiate with the bipolar disorder if it is seasonal, minor, major depression. Now, if you have minor and major depression, any depression, so this will not have episodes of psychosis. Okay, number one. Number two, how do you differentiate between minor and major depression? Major depression, the diagnosis is complete loss of interest, apathy, withdrawal, suicidal thoughts, or attempts. So even if someone has a suicidal thought, that will be considered as a major depression. Okay. Minor depression person will have low mood, irritability, waking up early in the morning, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., right, and unable to fall asleep, overeating, unable to focus on work. So that is a minor depression. Right? How many of you are facing presently the symptoms, or last 6 months you had certain days where you were waking up early in the morning, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the middle of the night, and you are not able to fall asleep? Write down your time. So if it is happening with you, you are undergoing minor depression. So major depression will come if you don't do something now. Okay. Middle of the night, waking up, unable to fall asleep, you start looking for your mobile. So if it happens with you, now what are the things? What are the things you need to do? So can you prevent minor depression to converting to major depression? So there are things you need to do. Number one thing, you will start light exercise. This light exercise can be talking, replying in the chat, typing, or small walk either at your home or outside, preferably in the garden. If your treadmill, half kilometer, 100 meters, 10 meters, start something. Okay. Number two, involve yourself something in something. I tell you the reason for that. There has been a study which says that, very good, Richard. There has been a study which says that when you get bored, you have a boredom that leads to depression. And when you are depressed, that leads to losing interest in something. And because you lose interest in something, that causes you boredom. Okay. So you keep involve yourself busy. You try to keep yourself busy. Either take up some new activity, take up some new course, take up some new learning, or take up some new task, responsibility. Or you keep yourself busy in your daily life. Why the laborers, they don't complain of depression? Right? Why your maid does not complain of depression? She doesn't call you and say, Madam, aaj mood ठीक नहीं है. Right? But if you are a manager, then you might call and say, Madam, my mood is low. Right? Or you make some excuse. You are feeling under the weather. So they don't have time. They are so busy. Their body is occupied. Number three is your diet change. So you eat Domino's, you eat Pizza Hut, you scientifically identify which one is causing you anxiety, which one is causing you depression. Right? Then you avoid that. So you find your what is your loyalty. Then you go to Pepsi, you go to Coke, you drink both of them, and you find which one is causing you depression, which one is causing you anxiety. Then you drink, then you eat sweets. In a week, you eat more sweets. In a week, uh, you eat more salty food. You identify which one is causing you depression. Right? Number four, the best part is to avoid your depression is to help someone. When you help someone, it releases sudden gush of dopamine. You feel rewarded. That is a non-transactional reward. Someone blesses you, you feel that you are getting healed. You feel good when you help someone. So all of you, as a psychology counselor, you should heal someone. You should help someone. You should counsel someone, right? But don't do it for free. Because if you do it for free, people will say, your counseling is okay, you need to learn more. Okay, they will judge you. Take up some unknown clients. And if you are finding it difficult to take up clients, you can take up my internship. In my internship, I gave you 80 to 100 clients for next 1 year to practice on. That's a very good thing. And at the end, you get the stipend also, right? Take up my internship, you will get to practice on 80 to 100 clients. There will be some clients you will do mistakes, no problem. I will allocate another counselor to that client and another client to you. There will be clients you will do good, but despite that, they will cry. No problem. It is a part of your learning that even despite you are a good counselor, there are counselors who will always cry that you are not a good. It's okay. You have to accept that. You have to realize you are the best. The client is bad. So I will give you another client in that scenario. If the client writes some bad review about you, I will take care of that. Right. So in a year, when you get 80 to 100 clients, you become perfect psychology counselor. You visit your psychology counselor in your city, they are also not taking up this many clients. Okay. You will love it. And the best part is after the internship, you get the stipend. After the internship, you can get attached with me as a freelance and you get paid for taking up the clients. Right. Presently, there are 500 people attached with me. They have completed their internship and now they are doing their freelance as per their convenient time. And they are earning 20,000 to 1 lakh per month. Some of them are homemaker plus freelance. Some of them are doing their job with freelance. Some of them are purely freelance. Yeah, internship is guided here. So many clients at once you don't get, obviously. In a year, you get 80 to 100 clients. It means in a month, you get around 8 clients. It means 1 or 2 clients in a week. So I give you clients weekly. During the internship, you get the clients weekly, dear. Yeah, everything is there. Yeah. Tracking, training. If the client cries, if the client says, "Hey, bad counselor, change the counselor," that is your tracking. If the client is coming back again next time paying more, it means you are a good counselor. No problem. Either way, you continue to get the clients. It's a part of the learning. Please ask some questions. I think my how many of you go for outside food more than once in a week? More than once in a week. Outside food. Yeah, Swiggy is also counted as outside food. Yeah, only on weekends. Yeah, still more than one food order at home counted. Yeah, okay. So you know what is your diagnosis, but don't worry. So that is your coping mechanism. So if you feel depressed, if you feel anxious, and you know that there is something that helps you make good, feel good, you're doing that. It's absolutely okay, dear. Right? Nothing wrong in that. Don't say that, oh my God, you are depressed, you are eating outside. Now I will stop eating outside. Don't do that. You know? So it's completely okay to eat outside. It's completely okay to do something stupid. It's completely okay uh, to do whatever you want. That makes you feel good. Okay, major versus minor depression. So Suvira wants to repeat. Minor depression, you wake up early in the morning, 3 a.m. 20 people, those who are out, you wake up, you know what is your diagnosis. So find out who is causing that. Okay, whether it is husband, whether it is you, whether it is your food, whether it is your in-laws, whether your siblings, parents, manager, job, something is causing you माने डिप्रेशन और फूड मोस्ट लाइकली पढ़ाई अच्छा पढ़ाई से तो डिप्रेशन ठीक हो जाता है सो स्टडी रिलीव्स योर डिप्रेशन बिकॉज यू गेट मनी व्हेन यू स्टडी so money brings happiness money cures depression so I can talk 1 hour on this topic oh my god so you have pillow Asha right use the pillow snoring will be silent for the night I mean, use the pillow on your ears. What? There are so dirty mind people here. They had a completely different imagination of using the pillow. I meant use pillow on your ears and cover your ears. Oof, so bad people. I never imagined such a naughty and dirty mind people. You thought using pillow on, so use pillow. Huh. What was it? I was talking ADSD. Hey, what was it? I was talking. Can you write? Huh. Thank you, Suvira. Okay. So Asha has found another solution. She uses a pillow and then goes upstairs and sleeps there. Very good, Asha. I like you. Very good. Very bold. Very good. So minor depression, you wake up early, you eat more, you are irritable, and you are less focused on your work. You want to start something, suddenly you take up your phone, you leave your space, you get distracted. You are behaving like ADSD. Okay, you are hyperactive, you are not able to focus on your work. That is minor depression. How many of you are unable to focus on your work? You have a task, and as soon as you open your task, you start watching TV, start talking to someone, or you remember something else, or you start watching your mobile. You know what is your diagnosis, huh? Minor depression. Okay. So there is a major depression. After the major depression, there is a hopeless. So if I have called you hopeless, you know what phase you have gone through. Very good. So you survived your major depression. So if you are hopeless, you should get a reward. That you went through minor depression, you survived your major depression. Now you are so hopeless that you don't care for anything in the world. Very good. Major depression, you sleep more, you eat more or less, you are socially withdrawn, you don't bother, you are completely apathetic, you lose interest. Another major feature of major depression is self-care is lost. You do not comb your hair. Anyone who has not combed your hair since 3 days, write down in the chat or blink your eyes. You don't want your diagnosis to be known to your husband now. So blink your eyes secretly. So if you're not combed your hair since 3 days, major depression. You do not bathe daily. 50% of the people are going to write the answers now. You give excuse that there is a winter. So this is major depression. You lose interest, ignore self-care, socially withdrawn, eat more or less, sleeps more. If you are irritable, good. At least you are a minor depression patient. Yeah. Very good, Kankana. Very good. Everyone goes through the phase, my dear. See, always remember, either you are anxious, stressed, minor depression, major depression, bipolar. Everyone goes through that phase. You have to fight with your mind and come back. You have to do certain things to come back. There is no one else going to pull you back, dear. Either you need to take help, go to a counselor, or you need to engage yourself in some work, or you need to start helping people. So in my life, what I have realized, when I help people, when I heal someone, I feel more relaxed, calm, peaceful. I feel comfortable. I feel happier. So when you help someone, you feel your happiness. You find your happiness. When you help someone, feel happy. Very good. So you have to release dopamine. And for dopamine, you need serotonin. So where is serotonin secreted? Everyone write down the answer, then we end this class. I'm hungry now. Probably I will go outside. You know what is the diagnosis? Okay. Hey, this is Saujanya Lakshmi from Bangalore and Hyderabad. She has written pancreas. Huh. Serotonin is secreted in the gut. It is secreted in the intestine. For serotonin, then serotonin is converted to dopamine, which relieves your depression. So for serotonin should be high, you need to have good food, you need to have prebiotics and probiotics. There is a video on the channel about this. You can watch. 10 good things nutritionists and dietitian tell to their clients. Then there is one video on toilet water. How many of you have watched this video of toilet water? Can you tell me please? The concept of toilet water in nutrition. So there was a funny question in one class. To answer that, have you watched this video? I'm sending you the link right now. Then we end the class. No, if you watch, you can say yes. So this is a video. There is a concept of toilet water in nutrition and dietetics. You should watch this. Write in the comment. Okay, please comment in the video on the YouTube channel. Whatever videos you are watching, you can comment on the channel. Okay, if you like it, if you don't like it, if you agree, if you don't agree, whatever. Anything you can write. I will also reply. Should we end the class today? Watch this video and write your comments. No, you don't want to end, Deepan? There is another video on marriage counseling. Exam updates. Okay, Gunjan is very interested in exam. I am a servant. So the video with my daughter, I will send that video. This is a video with my daughter, which we had. This video, when you watch, you will realize the dynamics of father-daughter dynamics and how the trust is built. And write in the comments, what are your learnings for each of this video? In the comment means, I mean YouTube comments. Like, subscribe, comment. I never say that, but we do that. Okay. So I'm very hungry, plus tired, plus throat infection, but I enjoyed communicating with you and interacting with all of you. Okay. So for those who are interested to learn marriage counseling, come to us. In the marriage counseling program, it has just started last Wednesday. This you will learn relationship test. 20 relationship tests. There are tests for respect, trust, anger, stonewalling, criticism, compatibility, love. So you will be able to identify what is the problem between the couple. If couple says that he does not respect me, does not trust, no. Within that, which component is the problem? Right? So there are each test for each thing. You will love it. You can engage the client for 15 to 20 sessions. When you do this test, you are able to identify what is the problem between the couple. 50% problems you can solve by opening up their communication, and remaining 50% you solve with couple activities. So you will learn 20 relationship tests and 100 couple activity in the marriage counseling program. Lawyers, marriage counselor of the court, they do this program from us for this syllabus. This is our copyright content, not available outside. Talk to me, join from this Wednesday if you want, if you are interested for marriage. Do that. Because next batch onwards, the fees is going to be double. Because August, we had the booking. Most of the lawyers they did. Everyone, almost the August batch was lawyers. You WhatsApp me, I will help you for that. From Wednesday onwards, you start attending the marriage. Within 2 clients, you will recover the fees of the marriage counseling. Because with the relationship test and couple activity you learn, You can engage the client for 15 to 20 sessions. Even if you are charging 1,000 rupees per client, you can easily earn 15,000 to 20,000. Within 2-3 clients, you will recover the money. If you want to take up the life clients, take up my internship. You will love it. The benefit with my internship is technically it is almost zero cost. Plus, you get the opportunity to start earning after the internship. Very clear. Because in freelance business, the most difficult part is where do you bring the client? With my internship, that problem is solved. Lifetime, I continue to give you the clients. Okay. So, gold band to show off. Yeah, that's what you like. Yeah. It's called dragon. So there is a phoenix and there is a dragon on this to show off idea. So when I go for, like in Vedanta recently, we had this emotional wellness training where we trained 700 nurses. Then one of the session was with managers, small group, 20-30 people managers. And there, like some girls, they started laughing and they were discussing something. I said, yeah, ask me what is the question, even if you are, even a ritual. Even if you have something, so say, so one girl asked, sorry, इतना बड़ा कंगन क्यों पहन के रखा है आपने? So I was like, no, it is not Kangan. It is a bracelet actually. Yeah. I'm not a girl to wear the Kangan. So it happens. Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone. It was good. We have a conference at Medanta Hospital, 23rd, 24th, 25th for nurses. I will be there in Gurgaon if you want exam dates and go further. So 23rd, 24th, 25th January, you can visit. Okay. I'm in WhatsApp and then meet me. Second is the exam dates around mid-Feb. Next session, probably I will give you exam brief. All MCQ, easy exam, mid-Feb, old batch. I don't. So mid-Feb, 5 days tentative. We will get the confirmed date by Janet. I inform you. You will get the notification. Don't worry. Have a great time. It was great interacting with you. Very good audience. Very less hopeless people today. Good. Thank you, everyone. Have a great time. Don't use pillow. Bye.